It is. It's time for
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
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 Good morning, entrepreneurs. Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, freaking fabulous entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
G'day, good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs. Guess what time it is?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, entrepreneurs. Carrie.
Good morning.
How exciting is this? We want to welcome everyone to the brand new show. We are going to be coming to you live every week on Fridays. We have done this. Oh my goodness, Carrie, this has been in the works for well over a year.
Maybe a touch longer, Kim. It could be a while.
It has definitely been a while. I am excited, though, to welcome everybody. Carrie, what do you want to say besides good morning, entrepreneurs?
Well, Kim, I think we're all in this for a great ride together. It's going to be an amazing show. There's been a lot of work done behind the scenes by the team. So I want to shout out a huge thank you to them. And we welcome everyone who's joining us for this first show. This is the first one. Yay!
We're so excited. And this is, I want to make sure if you are listening that you know what you're in for, because we kind of have a thing around here, and if I can point in the right spot, I have a sign in my kitchen right here where we are. This is Buckle Up, Buttercup, and I think that's a great thing to kick off Good Morning Entrepreneurs with, is that being an entrepreneur it's a rough ride sometimes, and you can feel really alone doing it. And that's what we are doing here, is we want everyone to know the messy behind the scenes bits that most people won't share. We have done a lot of messy things, Carrie.
Just a couple of times, Kim. Maybe this could be one of them. We could be living proof right here of how messy it gets, how tough it gets, but just do it anyway.
Do it anyway. You are right, Carrie. So I want to make sure an entrepreneur, a business owner, someone who's aspiring to be a business owner, this is for you. This is our talk show / newscast / I'll get my words out / just really a good time. We are going to be given lots of things that you can connect with people and things like that, but we want to make sure it's a fun 1 hour. We want to make sure that you have a laugh or 12, and that you are realizing that it may be hard to be an entrepreneur, but you don't have to be out there doing it by yourself and feeling, that's you have to put that perfect facade on, because we have built some pretty amazing things by being transparent.
And Kim, just going back to your word perfect, yeah, we don't do that. It's just not in our MO over here. We like to do messy, and trust me, this is going to shift and evolve. And we want your feedback as well. So pop in the chat wherever you're tuning in to give us the feedback about this amazing 1 hour show that we're going to bring you, because we're open to suggestions, guys. We want you on this journey with us. Join us for these episodes every single Friday, and tell us what you're looking for. We're here to deliver to you, with you, and do this together.
Well, and Carrie, I think we should back up for 1 second and talk about something really important. If anyone listening hasn't picked up on the fact that we may talk a little different, our accents may not be the same.
Maybe.
I am actually in Texas. I'm an Oklahoma princess. Let's be very clear about that. But I am residing, I'm going to call it, in Texas. Carrie's across the pond for real, the big pond, in Melbourne. Hopefully I said it right. Carrie and I have been hanging out for quite a while now, and we've done a lot of things together. And it gets messy, but we're okay with messy. We're okay with letting everybody see what it looks like behind the scenes. And this is literally behind the scenes. We are doing this for the first time, and I'm going to call it on the fly, Carrie. We
Oh,
are
yeah.
we wouldn't be able to do it without the team, 100%. But we are doing this in a way that is going to get better and better, and that's the goal. If you've ever thought about doing something, don't let the perfection monster keep you from it, because you can do it messy. You can be living proof that messy is beautiful, and that's what we're here to do. This is going to be a fun ride, Carrie.
Absolutely, Kim. And I want to say for anyone watching this episode as well, we did not plan this. This was not part of our plan. We didn't even coordinate colours or anything. So don't even think that that's a thing, guys. It was literally by pure coincidence that we both turned up in bright pink tops.
We like pink. We like Pink the singer. We like Pink the color. We like each other. So it all just worked out together. So, Carrie, I want to make sure everybody knows what's kind of coming up. We have a lot of things that we want to just share with you all, our ideas of what kind of segments we're going to have, because we really are going to throw a lot of people into the mix of this, and a lot of, I think, fun. I think that's the big thing for me, is I want it to be super fun.
Well, Kim, I only turn up when it's fun. You know this. This is normal, and this is how. Well, it's attractive as well, not just for us and turning up to this show, but for anyone tuning in. We want it to be packed with variety, and you are going to see a lot of people and quite a few different segments that are planned, and it's exciting. That's what it's about.
It is exciting. So, Carrie, one of our segments is called Entrepreneur Land. And we're going to be talking about what's going on in the world as far as entrepreneurs are concerned. All of these segments are going to be what we call short, or Carrie calls short and sharp. So they're going to be quick. The show's going to be fast paced, but we are going to add some things. Not this week. I'm going to say that, not this week, but next week we will be adding like full interviews and full things onto the website, so that everybody can go and get the things, the full story of whatever they're interested in. But we're going to be bringing the highlight reels, we'll call them, the 3, 4, 5-minute things, so that you can get a taste of something that you might not know about, or someone you might not know, or a story you might not know about entrepreneurs. And Entrepreneur Land is going to be kind of a segment. We're going to be looking for news things. If you have something to send us, be sure and do that, because we want to know what's going on out in the world, not just in our little neighborhoods, but all across the globe. So that's one segment, Carrie. And then we're going to have a lot of roving reporters across the globe. Do you want to talk about, like, you want to give the list? Do we dare tell the secret of who all's on that list?
Well, you can, Kim, because I don't even know who it is. Like point blank. And again, this is messy, guys. Like, there's an agenda or something in behind the scene. I don't really read that much, so I'm just playing on the fly here, guys. I'm along for the good ride, just like you.
You're so funny, Carrie. So we do have many roving reporters that will be bringing us different segments. And I'm going to say that we're having some monthly roving reporters, some weekly ones. We're having some every other week ones. So if you find a topic that you really like in all of these, be sure to make note of it and send it to us, so we know how often you want to see these things. And the roving reporters will be excited to hear too that they're making a difference. So one of our roving reporters is Melissa Bosworth-Airy. She is going to be bringing us information about entrepreneurs in a special space, the ones that have to be very careful with their marketing. They're either in a grief or loss space, or it's mental health space, and you can't just say whatever you want in those spaces marketing wise. So that is one of our segments, Carrie, that we're going to be doing. We're going to have Linda Bonney, who's going to be talking about living proof and the conversations about, dream, doubt, and do when you're an entrepreneur. Melissa Stetcher, aka Izzy, is going to be doing organizing for entrepreneurs. Like, she's going to keep it to the entrepreneur topic because you know what? We all have a life to live and a business to run. So it can get messy, Carrie. So Denise Millay is another one that's going to be talking about helping entrepreneurs be found online. This is a big deal, Carrie. She is the queen of findability, and she is going to be helping everyone, like, just with some tips and tricks and some things that people can start implementing and being able to be more found online, which she says, if you can't be found, they can't do business with you. Love that. Then we're going to have Kat Cortado, who is the freaking fabulous Kat Cortado, by the way. She is going to be doing tips and tricks for entrepreneurs for their health and wellness. She's going to have some interviews. We're going to get to hear from her. That is an exciting one for me. And I will tell you, she is a beautiful, beautiful, smiling face. And she's just an incredible human. She will kick your booty. Just let me say that. And then there's Yvonne Marchese. She's actually going to be bringing a very juicy one for this segment, and that is people who become entrepreneurs later in life, because not everybody was born an entrepreneur or started when they were little. Some people didn't even realize they wanted to be an entrepreneur until later in life. She's going to be doing some pretty powerful interviews, Carrie, about that. Then we have our very own Adam Rothenberg. He's going to be doing entrepreneurs in entertainment. If you can even imagine, the entertainment industry is full of people who are entrepreneurs. And I never really thought about that. Adam kind of brought this to light for me. This is an amazing segment he's going to be bringing to us. Our Holly Totten, she is another roving reporter, and she's going to be talking about entrepreneurs that use books and publishing to enhance their businesses. That's pretty powerful. Our Donna Bender is going to be talking about surprise and delight marketing. She has a very different take on how to build a business. She's been doing it for 17 years. There's proof in the concept. She is doing it and just rocking it in marketing. And it is exciting to see that too. We can't wait to hear hers. Then we have our Jill Olish, our very own Jill O. She is going to be bringing unique solutions for mama entrepreneurs. So here's the thing about Jill O you got to know. Don't let her sweet little face fool you. She will kick your booty also. And she knows a way to, shuffle the babies and do the business and live her life. She has really got a lot to share. So we're excited about that segment. And then Carrie, I don't know if you know this person or not, but I'm really excited about this next one. And that is, have you heard of Carrie Zarb? Have you heard of her?
Who?
She's this little Australian bucket of swearing sunshine that rocks our world every day. But she is our very own financial designer, and she is going to be helping everyone learn some tips and tricks for their finances as entrepreneurs and business owners. She is and I will just say, I'm going to embarrass you, but it's okay, because you never know what you're going to get. Carrie just got a Lifetime Achievement Award that's sitting in the back in the corner of her screen. That she's a rock star. That's what I'm going to say. She's absolutely a rock star. Carrie, I know that I just did all of that, and I feel like, so what do you think about all that lineup? That's not even all of it, but that's like a lot.
Well, Kim, I think you might have left someone out.
I thought I read the list.
You probably did read the list, but did you include yourself?
Oh, and there will be segments from Hot Messness right here. I definitely will be bringing some things to the table. I will definitely do that. I always, I'm a talker. We have been accused of this out loud, just so we make that very clear. We have many things to share with everybody, and honestly, we're just so excited. We're so excited. So I am going to say, Carrie, what else do we need to say about GME? And GME is what we're calling this because Good Morning Entrepreneurs is harder to pronounce, as you heard in the fun video at the beginning, beginning of the show. What else? What else, Carrie?
I think we should just buckle up, as you said, Kim, and enjoy the ride. There is going to be so much variety and so much wisdom that is shared in all of these segments, and I'm excited for the huge list of roving reporters and everything that they're going to bring. And there's quite a variety in there. I think there's almost something for everyone to tune into, and I can't wait to see that all unfold. There'll be different things different weeks, and like Kim said, there's the weekly is there what we call it fortnightly. I know you don't use fortnightly, it's bi-weekly or something.
So
And then
every time Carrie says fortnightly, I have to literally look it up again because it's like, is that once or twice? What is that?
I don't even know. Fortnight. It's a fortnight is 2 weeks, so that's what we call it here in Australia. And then obviously we have the monthly reporters as well, which is great, and just so much to share, Kim. I'm excited.
I'm excited too, Carrie. I just feel like there's so much going on in the entrepreneurial space after all the things that everybody's been through the last few years. It's really important to have that place where you can come together and have that place where you can laugh a little bit, because there's a lot of really serious stuff when you're building a business. And we want to make this fun. So if you think we're silly, just for the record, we are. If you think we're, going to bring serious, just for the record, we will, but it will be wrapped in fun, as Carrie says. So we just want to make sure we're clear and don't waste anyone's time for this show. We want you to join us. We want you to come be with us from wherever you're at in the world, and have a few laughs with us, get some information, and honestly rock being an entrepreneur.
And Kim, I've got a question that's very important.
Yes, Kim.
Where are we? Are we on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and the My Sexy Business website? That's my recollection of where we were going to go. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. And we are streaming to Clubhouse.
Oh, yes.
We have a daily, weekday room where we have conversations in there about all the different topics for entrepreneurs. And that is on Clubhouse as well. So I don't want to promote just one platform. We want to serve this show up to you all in a way that is best suited for you. So we have lots of people in our community that are podcasters, including Carrie and I, and we have lots of things to share. I think this community is one of the best things, Carrie, and that has ever happened. I think this community is such an amazing community.
Yep. And Kim, I want to add as well that if you feel bad that you can't be here at 7 a.m. live, it's all available on replay. So you can catch up later as well. We want you to join us, and by all means participate on the live session if you can. But if you can't, don't feel bad, because you can hit that replay button on all of those channels.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you for saying that and reminding me, Carrie, because that is true. So we are going to be very transparent on this show as far as we are sponsored, and we are sponsored by us. We are sponsored by our mastermind community. We are sponsored, in a way that to us is very sexy. So we are going to go to a quick word from our sponsors. So we'll be right back. Carrie. This show is sponsored by
Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Are you an entrepreneur who is focused on making an impact?
But you haven't figured out how to make an income doing it?
We spent years trying to figure out how to do both.
And we realized the business adventure is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team.
And I'm Kerry Zarb, Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
And she's a brilliant entrepreneur, by the way.
We both understand how it feels to believe we are the only ones who can't figure things out.
So we decided to join forces so we could get in the trenches with you.
We lead a very special mastermind group so you can be confident in strategically implementing
the right things in the right order so that you too can get the best possible results.
We cover a variety of topics based on what you need,
including building a business that you own and doesn't own you.
We even address themes like social media strategy and simple tech solutions.
If you would like to meet other entrepreneurs who are living proof of what is possible,
come and join us, and the link is below.
Carrie, I can't help it. I watch every second of that 1-minute commercial every time because I'm so excited about it.
Well, Kim, I'm going to do the confession of the day. That's the first time I've seen it. I've heard it before, but that's the first time I've seen it, and that was brilliant. They did a great job.
I am telling you, having a team behind you is super, super sexy. And I have to say out loud, our Jillo and Adam, they are, what is it? The wind beneath our wings. They are the videos behind the show. They are they're all the things. So thank you all for letting us share that with you, because this literally was born from conversations Carrie and I were having in the mastermind community. And here we are today. We're live with y'all. And that's a big deal, Carrie.
It is. It's a huge deal. And it means so much to us to bring this together, particularly in living color, living proof, all the messiness that goes with it. And yeah, I loved that video, guys. That was really special.
So I want to share, because Carrie prompted me earlier, and I'm going to share now, I guess, about a silly segment, I'm going to call it. But we have a segment that we're going to call Princess Speak. And it's something that everybody needs to know that hangs out with me, that I am a kindergarten princess. I say this all the time. If it's not simple, I can't understand it. If it's not simple, I can't do it. And so I have lots of, I will call them unprofessional words, not cuss words, but unprofessional words where I have made up my own words for something I need to understand. And Carrie, we laugh about this all the time because we've gathered up not only the words that I say that are off, the professional definitions, but we gather up everybody else's as well. We all have things that we call things or we think about things, and we have literally compiled these words so that we can share them with other people and help them understand some things. I don't believe you have to be a kindergartner. I believe I am a slow learner, I'm going to call it. I do believe I am a question asker. So, you think about the little kid in school who's like, why? I'm pretty sure I qualify, Carrie.
Maybe just a little bit, Kim, but can I add as well, not to take over this segment, but I do need to add that you've helped me so much in the translation space, because over here in Australia, we say things very differently. And the example that was given before about the fortnight being the 2 weeks, prime example. So Kim and I have so many conversations that translation is required almost daily. So I think part of this was probably born from those conversations, but it's actually true. Princess Kim has her own language.
And I'm sorry about that. That's all I can say about that. I'm sorry. I just need it where I can understand it. And I want everybody else to understand it. So we do a lot of translating around here because I feel like globally we can come together and do so many more things. So make a bigger impact. Be more powerful together if we understand and communicate to each other. So it's a very silly way to do it, but I am going to say it's important to us. Like it's important for us to be able to translate or communicate the thing. So we are going to have a segment each week about some word or some phrase that Karen and I are talking about.
Have we got one for today, Kim?
I think we could probably throw a quick one in there. We're going a little rogue, just so you know. I think the team behind the scenes is probably cringing at this moment, but this is how we roll. They're kind of used to us, Gary. But let's do stacking this morning. Let's talk really quickly about stacking. I personally do not believe that there's such a thing as multitasking at 100%. I don't believe you can give 100% of your attention to more than one thing at a time. So I believe the opposite of that, which is the powerful thing, is stacking. And stacking is doing one thing, but doing it for multiple purposes. And so that's my silly word. That's my silly definition, but I think it's a really powerful way to do things.
And Kim, can I translate that? When I first heard you mention stacking, my brain went to the game of Jenga, where you put all the little blocks on top of each other and you start pulling the little sticks out. And if you're not careful and you pull it out the wrong one at the wrong time, everything falls down. So it took me a while to comprehend the stacking method of your princess speak, but I got there.
I think we practice it all the time now, Carrie.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be the only ones that, are on the show and give advice. We want to talk to our mastermind community as well. So we want to share some great advice from some of our mastermind community members. And we want you to be able to listen and hear from them. So take it away, Adam.
We are here live with all of our sexy community members, and we are so excited to be here. We're going to be talking to everybody, doing some interviews, and finding out some backstage, behind the scenes secrets about them. What's one piece of advice you would give to an entrepreneur just starting out?
Yourself with the community. What I have learned in the past year of working with a mastermind, we can go faster, and it's a lot less lonely when you're surrounded by other people who are going through the same thing that you are going through.
Eat your Wheaties in the morning. It's going to be a long day. There is no 9 to 5 when you're an entrepreneur. I mean, here's the good news. It can be 10 to 2 sometimes if you choose, right? But it can also be 10 to 10 or longer. And there's not necessarily weekends off. But that's the thing. When you do decide to take a vacation, you can be completely off. So there's the yin and the yang.
Push through the fear. Just keep going. It's find your people and just keep going. Just keep swimming, as they say.
Stay hopeful, friends. It's almost the same kind of advice I would give a new mom. That you're enough for the person that's looking for an answer from you. It's like you're enough as a mom for your child. You're the perfect person for them.
Understand what your why is in wanting to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody's cut out for it. So understand what your why is in wanting to be an entrepreneur and write it down. Just look at it. And if you keep looking at it and you still want to be an entrepreneur, then go for it.
Run away now. Run while you still can. Hide. Stay under your desk. No, in absolute seriousness, I think have a moment to look at yourself and consider an opportunity that may be in front of you. And I want anyone who's considering being an entrepreneur, starting a business and doing all the amazing things that it brings, to know that you can. It's absolutely possible. So I don't want anyone to think, well, I'm not the right kind of human, because everyone can become the right human.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Would that be the best one? I think I'm gonna
Yes.
go back to my like theme song for my entire life, and that is what you dare to dream, dare to do. Don't spend your life wasting time on not trying to do something you want and just doing what everybody tells you to do. Figure out what you want and go for it. I think that's really the thing I would say to a new entrepreneur.
They need to connect with a community. I know it might sound strange because that wouldn't be the first thing that you would think of, but I have to tell you, if you're working for corporate America and decide to become an entrepreneur, it's a very lonely path if you don't have a group of people that you can talk to or get support from. And I think that that's probably one of the greatest assets of this community, is that we are all here to support each other and help us get through the journey. And so if anybody's listening, to check out mysexybusiness.com and learn more about Kim White and the whole team, and join us on Clubhouse every morning and hear how we are all going through the journey together.
Oh, wowie. That was an amazing group of entrepreneurs, I must say.
That was fabulous. That was so good.
Those are all people from the mastermind community. And I giggle, Carrie, whenever you said run, because I think all of us have had that moment of feeling like, yes, I'm going to run away.
And sometimes, Kim, more than once, we can have it weekly. We can have it. I'm going to keep using the word. We can have it weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. How's that?
I love it. And I'm glad I know what fortnightly is while we're talking about it. So if you're listening and you've ever felt overwhelmed by building a business, you're in the right place. You're with the right people, because we all get that. And I know it's like Carrie does it so cute. I don't do it cute like Carrie. Carrie hugs cute. But we get it. And that's the reason this show even was born, is we realized how many people were out there and struggling. So I think that this is a really important part. And I want to say, Donna Bender at the end, Donna was promoting our business, not even her business. Like, that makes me giggle, because Donna had the opportunity to do all kinds of things, and that was what she did. And our business is called My Sexy Business, but a sexy business is about owning your business and it not owning you. So I just want to drop that in there really quickly, because I don't want anyone to think it's different. Let's just say that, Carrie, that it's a different kind of business than what we have.
It's not how it sounds. Thank you for clarifying that, Kim.
I just giggle. Well, Carrie, what did you think about the video with like Adam interviewing everybody? And thank you, Adam, by the way. We didn't even tell him thank you. We were so excited.
Adam does such a wonderful job of interviewing people. He is our resident interview king and just complete rock star. And to see that brought together in those tiny little clips is just fantastic. Everyone's so wonderful, and this community always brings us joy, and it's a pleasure to spend time with these people. And sometimes that could be daily, sometimes for many hours by our choosing, because once you find the people that support you and can help you on your journey, there really isn't another feeling like that. And I feel absolutely blessed to have found this community and found the support that I needed. I think all of us have. I'm going to go back to the princess speak, Kim. Sorry, guys, going rogue. The peaks and troughs, because the peaks and the troughs, so you go up and you come down. It's not a trough for the water for the animals. It's a peak and a trough. Anyway, but this is what happens. This is normal stuff, being an entrepreneur and being a small business owner. You know, we have good days and bad days, and having a community like this to lift you up and support you, there's just not words, Kim. There's not enough words.
I agree, Carrie. I agree. I am proud of everyone that is part of this community. And I am proud of you who's listening, because that means you're interested in either being or either being an entrepreneur, building a business, or becoming a better entrepreneur. I think, we are better together. Business is better together. And this community has proven that. So I'm sorry, we'll get off our mushy love fest for the people that were in the video, but it means a lot to us. It means a lot to us to have these people in our lives. So we want to go really quickly. We have another very quick word from our sponsors. It's a 1 minute, so it's not long. And then we might have a little bit of a rock star coming up for their segment. And I can't wait to, start that part of the segment. So let's go quickly, Carrie, to a quick word from our sponsors. This show is sponsored by
Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Are you an entrepreneur who is focused on making an impact,
but you haven't figured out how to make an income doing it?
We spent years trying to figure out how to do both.
And we realized the business adventure is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team.
And I'm Kerry Zarb, Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
And she's a brilliant entrepreneur, by the way.
We both understand how it feels to believe we are the only ones who can't figure things out.
So we decided to join forces so we could get in the trenches with you.
We lead a very special mastermind group so you can be confident in strategically implementing
the right things in the right order so that you too can get the best possible results.
We cover a variety of topics based on what you need,
including building a business that you own and doesn't own you.
We even address themes like social media strategy and simple tech solutions.
If you would like to meet other entrepreneurs who are living proof of what is possible,
come and join us, and the link is below.
So thank you all for watching that. We love that. So our next segment, we are literally going to go to a roving reporter / co-host for the next segment. Carrie, I want everyone to know what an amazing financial designer, brilliant entrepreneur, rock star podcaster. Let's see, what all can I say? I could go on all day about Carrie because Carrie is an amazing human. Carrie, I know you want to share something, and you're going to be giving something every week, yes?
That is correct. Yep.
So tell us what today's, I guess roving reporter style tip or trick or hack or topic, whatever it is. Tell us what it is for the financial design department.
Thank you, Kim. And it is great to have this segment, by the way. So I just want to thank everyone for including this in the show. And we are going to touch on finances weekly, only because it is what I call the engine room of your business. And the engine room being the heart, the soul, that all the glue that binds everything together is cash flow. It's money. It's the beans, as I call it. And I want to talk about today, why do we avoid our finances? Why do we put it off? And why do we feel compelled to, set it aside? And sometimes what it can actually do for us in our business is create a bigger stress pile. And it can actually put us in, I don't know if you guys can see me right now, but if you start putting off your finances, your stress builds and your shoulders rise and all the tension starts, it's too much. I like to sleep at night. I don't know about anybody else. Can we have a show of hands? Who likes to sleep at night? So thank you. I love to sleep at night, and I like to sleep. Well, okay, I'll be real for a second. The head hits the pillow. It's kind of like a rock. My head, not the pillow. And that's it, lights out. Because I finish my day knowing where I'm up to. I have a bit of a plan of what I'm going to do tomorrow for the rest of the week. I am a planner. I have been accused of being an over planner. It's okay. But one of the things that I think we all need in our business is that confidence in our finances. That little, kind of soft space to know that it's okay and it's tracking, and we're not lifting that rug and sweeping it under, and we're not putting it off, and we're not bumping it too far into the future. But I do want to say out loud, Kim, not every day is a finance day.
I love when you say this, Carrie. Thankfully.
It is true. Guys, I play with numbers all week long. Like, I love numbers. Give me a spreadsheet and new spreadsheet day. Woohoo! Like, I'm on fire. I'm on cloud 9. But the problem is, if you get up and you're not feeling it, I don't always feel like creating something on Canva. I don't always feel like writing copy for a social media post. The things that are my lesser favorite things to do, I can put off. So I completely understand how someone working in their business, excuse me, may not feel comfortable with the finances. And it's really tempting just to go, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, actually, no, this has come up. I'll do it next week. And then next minute, you know, it's next month. It's the month after that. It's the month after that. And you're 6 months behind. And you're going, oh my God, I've got this mountain. I've got Mount Everest to catch up on. And it can be really overwhelming. And that stress and that's building, and those sleepless nights and everything that can happen as a result of those decisions, we can avoid. Kim, you've heard me say a million times, I love everything small. I'm 5 foot nothing. So everything in a small size is Kerry size. So bite-sized pieces, guys. Always think about doing just a little bit. You may not feel like doing the whole lot today. Maybe just do a little bit. Do a little bit today. Do a little bit next week, but make your own schedule. Find the schedule that actually works for you in your business and your finances to keep them under control, so it doesn't turn into this mountain that you have to catch up on. And hopefully, once you find your groove and you find your little rhythm, then it can be really, really simple. You can turn it into maintenance mode really quickly. What do you think of that? Yes. Yes, it is actually possible. But again, I go back to not every day is a finance day. Don't force it. If you feel like you really have to force it, and I'm not saying don't do it. If it's on your schedule and it's important, I want you to stick to your schedule. But if it is just not on the cards for the day, yes, you can delay it, but don't keep delaying it. That's the trap that we can fall into when it doesn't feel quite fun and it's not something that we enjoy doing. But we just got to watch how far we push that boundary and push ourselves to create that mountain of mess. What do you think, Kim?
Well, Carrie, I love when you talk about this, because you also talk about that you will do things that you don't really love, and then you'll reward yourself with some fun. So whatever the fun is that you are enjoying, like, that's something to, I guess, incentivize, make it, easier to get through, or more motivating, I'll call it, to get through. So I would love for you to talk about that for a second, if you will, because that's important.
Kim, I play tricks on myself nearly every day. It's called pain and reward. And it's pretty simple. Like, we all have things in business that aren't our favorite things to do. And we all have things that maybe we're kind of okay doing, but do you ever hear yourself say, I have to do this? I have to do my finances. It's a bit of a given. Like, yeah, you can put it off and, all that kind of stuff, but it's going to catch up with you and it's going to bite you in the booty at some stage. So when those things occur, play pain and reward. Play the game with yourself. I'm going to spend 30 minutes on my finances because then I go and get to make a fun video for social media. Or I'm going to spend 30 minutes on my finances because then I'm going to go outside and play in the garden. Like, whatever that good thing is, that fun thing is that you want to do, whether it's in your business or something personal, play the game. it's a bit of a mind trick, and you've got to kind of, work it a few times to get in the motions. But once you've done that hard, heavy thing, whatever that is, then you get a reward. Go and grab a bowl of ice cream. Have your favorite chocolate bar. Whatever you need to do for yourself to create that pain and reward, but reward yourself. Actually reward yourself, because you've done the hard yards, you've put in the effort, you were on the cusp of putting it off or not doing it. So give yourself a treat. We all deserve treats.
And we like them.
Yeah. I love a bowl of ice cream.
Well, I'm not sure I should treat myself to ice cream every time I do something. Just going to say that for the record.
Yeah, no, that actually costs me quite a few steps on the treadmill, Kim. Don't you worry. There's a pain and reward there as well, but yeah, different.
So I am going to giggle that Carrie just pulled off an enormous event for several hundred people, and it was a live and in person. We do lots of virtual things, but this was a in-person one. And when she told me the number of miles that she went, of course, we had to translate it because it was kilometers, and I am miles, don't know the difference, so we had to do the translation. She had run a marathon and a half marathon in 4 days. So I think that is a testament to doing something really hard. And I think you did deserve all the ice cream you wanted after that, because that was a big, big accomplishment.
Oh, thank you, Kim. It was, but you know what? It was so much fun. Like, when you find those things in business that you enjoy, and obviously for most people tuning in, it's not the finances. I get it, guys. I hear you 100%. I get it. But when you find the things that you do enjoy, embrace them. Actually, literally, I was running with it at the time because there was so much going on, and it was a large venue, and you're right, Kim, there was hundreds of people. But embrace those moments and take those challenges, and it's so rewarding. And my reward from doing that event has been lots of ice cream for the last couple of weeks. So stocks are getting low, guys. Let me just say that. So I'm sure that's okay.
Send all the ice cream to Carrie. Well, Carrie, that was awesome. And I am excited to hear every week you bringing something to the table finance-wise, so that we can all stop dreading that part of our business life. And well, in our personal life, you cover both. So
yeah.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
We're headed over to our next segment, Carrie, and it's with the famous Adam Rothenberg. I don't know if anyone has heard of Adam or not from this show, but let me just give you a little explanation quickly. Adam has been doing interviews for over a decade. He has more than 1,500 interviews under his belt with celebrities and Broadway stars. He's in the entertainment industry. But let me just tell you something else Adam has a knack at. He gets more than 90% of everyone he ever requests to do an interview with to say yes. That's the first one. And the other one is he's hotly pursued to go and do interviews with people. So I think we should say that before we go over, in case someone's not familiar with him. We are very, very blessed to be able to have him be part of us. So over to you, Adam.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Carrie. I am so excited for this segment today. I get to talk to actor, impersonator, drag performer, and entrepreneur Jason B. Schmidt, who is one of the founding members of the amazing drag troupe, The Golden Gaze. How do you build in buffer time between the 9 to 5 and putting your B. Arthur wig on to start that work? Do you ever, because what if you're at the 9 to 5, what if your meeting turns out that it's going to run over, or it does run over, and you have to be on Instagram Live, but your 9 to 5 meeting for some reason is going over?
Have I ever been shellacking my face while I've just dialed into a Zoom because I can't turn my video on? Yeah. Yes, I do create buffer time, and I block my calendar when I know it's like, okay, I have to leave this place and I have to be over here because I need, an hour or 90 minutes to put on my face. And that's a great little bit of advice that you included in your question, which is, oh, I should definitely add a half-hour buffer, even if it's not because the meeting is going to go over, but just so I could just sit like this just for 29 minutes until I gotta do the next thing. That's good advice.
I don't have a title for the game, but this is what we're gonna do. You have to prioritize what you're gonna do first, second, and third. So if you had to eat a cheesecake, you had to sing What'll I Do from At the Rusty Anchor, and you had to attend your wedding to Stan. I'm sorry, not Stan. Lucas is what I meant.
So a little background. B. Arthur did not enjoy cheesecake. So cheesecake is last. What'll I Do? I have been singing that song so long that I could do that song in my sleep. I'm going to do that first because I could do it fast and I could do it the bestest. So that's going to make me feel good. The second thing, I'm going to go get married to Lucas Hollingsworth because he'll wait for me to sing the song. And then he can eat the cheesecake because I don't want it.
That is the perfect end to this fantastic interview. And thank you so much for joining me today. Kim and Carrie, it's back to you.
Oh my goodness. So I think that is hysterical. I just want everybody to understand Adam is so fun and he is funny, but having the ability to have some fun along the way and to learn something, because we did learn something. You definitely need to make room in your day and in your calendar. So thank you so much, Adam, for doing that piece for us. The whole interview will be posted soon and everybody can see the whole thing. They can go and watch and see the fun. We are going to do a little surprise thing, Carrie. And you know us, we're always rogue. We can't help it. And we want to add a couple more people to this stage that we want to talk to. And they both just took a great big breath, just so you know. But I think kudos need to go out, and we are quick to give credit where credit is due. So I want to bring Adam and Jill to the screen, to the show, because these two are the leaders behind the scenes of getting all the schnizzle done that happened for this first show and will happen for all the shows, Carrie.
All of them. All of them.
All of them. So Adam and Jill, we want to make sure that you two are your little faces are up here so we can show you off. So hi, Adam and Jill.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you enjoying the show so far, considering you all worked your little booties off?
I think it's a lot of fun right now, watching from behind the scenes, moving all the buttons around and making sure things are going great. I think the flow is fantastic, and I love what we're bringing to the table for everybody to listen in with us this morning.
I agree. It's been such an exciting morning so far. I am loving seeing the enthusiasm from everybody watching and in the comments. Thank you for being so interactive with us. It is truly an exhilarating and exciting morning. I hope exhilarating is the right term.
So Carrie and I will make a confession really quickly. We do our best to look at comments and then you will find us fading off the screen. So we've been banished from the comments. I'm just saying our comments will be handled after the fact because we can't do two things at one time, Carrie. We know this.
Was that the multitasking you were speaking about before, Kim? Uh-huh.
That was it. That was it. So when you can't multitask, you get a team to come and do all the button pushing and all the helping. So Adam and Jill are here, and I'm just going to say it out loud to make Carrie and I look good, because that is what they're doing behind the scenes, and we're grateful for both of them. So I did not want to leave this first show without putting that out there and letting everybody see your sweet faces, because we are very grateful for y'all. So thank you.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
We also want to thank everybody who's listened today. We definitely want feedback. We definitely want more interaction as far as what is it that as an entrepreneur you need? What is it that you're looking for? And it's not the spammy Kool-Aid stuff. Let me say that. Oop, I wasn't supposed to use that term. Oops. Okay, bloop. Blooper. Here's the thing. Some people are creepy about the things that they want to. And this is another part. Can I just stop and say this? You will see people behind us. You will see kiddos running through. You will see all kinds of things, and we're not ashamed of it. I'm going to say this out loud. It might make our faces turn red for a second, or we might like, oh no. But the truth is, this is a messy behind the scenes look into our world, and we want you to be able to see those things. I have been that mama who was struggling with thinking I needed to hide my babies because I had to have this professional look. But you know what? We have built businesses that we can include our babies if necessary. We can include our spouses if necessary. We can include others, our dogs, like whatever is going on in our world. So we want you to know this is not going to be a super, I'm going to call it produced, where everything's perfect. We want you to know upfront and out loud from the very first episode, we love messy. Messy is beautiful, and we're figuring this out as we go along. So I want to say that out loud. Carrie, do you have something to add to that?
I just think it's real. We are real humans ringing. Well, I'll speak English. Sorry, guys. It's nearly 1 a.m. And by the way, for anyone tuning in across the globe, Big Pond, Australia, all that kind of stuff, different time zone, guys. It's a challenge, but we are real people. You know, we live our lives, and we're not exactly what you said, Kim. We're not ashamed of that, and we don't think anybody else should be either. So Kim has a wonderful saying of messy is beautiful, and what you see is what you get, and we want things to be kind of polished a little bit, but we'll work that out later. It'll be fine. Yeah.
So Adam and Jill, what are your final thoughts for the very first show? Like, I'm so excited y'all are here with us on stage even.
It went off without a hitch, and I know people don't know what's going on in the background and what we're all thinking, but I have to say, even though we didn't know what we were doing this morning, it was perfect, and I'm loving what we're going to be bringing to the table. I think all of our segments are going to be excellent. I love Entrepreneurland and Princess Speak. Our finance segment is going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to hear what all of our roving reporters are going to share with us every week.
Me too, Jill.
This has been such an amazing start to Good Morning Entrepreneurs. You know, right up until, I mean, this is like a little behind the scenes too, which Jason and I did talk about in our interview. That part didn't air, but you know, like he was saying, right up until showtime, he's doing all of these things behind the scenes to make everything work. Well, here too, I mean, literally right up until a minute or two before we went on air, we were finalizing all of these different points about the agenda, how everything would flow. So it is definitely a work right up until the minute, but it has been such an incredible experience to have the show go as well as it did this morning, and to just have everybody watching and to see everybody be so interactive and so excited. And I have seen several new people find the show, which is even more exciting. It just, to me, it's living proof that we all are looking for community, and I'm very grateful for this community and grateful to everybody who's been watching and commenting, and we love that you are here with us and hope you continue to tune in.
Thank you, Adam. Carrie, final thoughts. We're about to roll out of here.
Oh, quick. Okay, seconds to go. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Adam and Jill for all of their hard work. And thank you to you, Kim, for being here with us all. So that's my final thoughts.
Carrie, thank you. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jillo. And thank you for being with us on our first show. We'll see you next Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time. We love y'all.